Hey, what up guys? Thanks for tuning back into the channel. So if the quality went down, it's because I forgot my camera at home and I'm recording off of my Samsung Galaxy S13. So I'm sorry. But yeah, so I'm here with the truck at Tommy's shop and I'm gonna explain to you guys how we're doing everything so far. I didn't record the first few steps only because I was underneath the truck and I couldn't hold the phone and do what I was supposed to do. So I'm gonna flip the camera around. I'm gonna show you guys what we did. Alright, so here is the basic design of the current chassis, the stock one. So first we gotta label down what we're measuring. So this is the diff, this is the cab, this is the front end. So basically you're gonna measure from any given point. You got to make sure you have the same points on both sides. So my points were the second to last hole on the chassis, which is this one, and we also ended up measuring from that hole to the first hole of the bed mount. And then you're also going to have to measure the center point on the axle housing. So I'm gonna explain that right now as well. So what I did, how I showed you right now, the second hole to the first hole of the body mount or the bed mount. So you're gonna measure diagonal. Sorry. So I ended up measuring 73 inches. I did the same thing on the other side and I measured 73 1/4. So that means this side is tweaked from the outside, is pushed out. So it's tweaked on the back, and then what we ended up doing was measuring where the bleeder valve is, which is the center of the center of the axle. So from there you're gonna measure to the first body mount, which I got 29 7/8. This side I got 30 inches. So it's, again, this side is what's tweaked. That's what I broke. This side of the axle casing is what I broke as well. So we got that down, right? Now you're gonna do the same thing for the cab and the front end. What I ended up doing was measuring from cross member to cross member, and I got 45 inches in the center on both sides. And the same thing on the front. I did body mount to the first hole on the radiator support. I got 50 inches and 50 inches. That means the front and the center on the truck, it's straight. There's no tweak. So we're good there. We don't have to do more work than we're supposed to. So back end, you see all the measurements, what we had, and this side is what's tweaked. So when we go more into detail about this side, I'll be explaining everything to you guys as well. But that's basically how you start or begin the process. After you figure this out, and if you're like me, I got lucky where the two front ends or the second half is straight, you only got to worry about the back, then let's continue on. So basically the second part, you're gonna grab cardboard and you're gonna start cutting out or tracing mounts. So that's how that's gonna look. And you only need to make one because, I mean, it's identical on both sides, it's symmetrical. So all you're gonna do is flip it around and it's gonna match this side. So now I'm gonna put the camera down and I'm gonna start doing the front end of it. So basically how this is gonna sit is both sides are gonna be like that, right? There's gonna be a pole from here going up and then down to this side, and then there's gonna be one from here to that side. So once everything starts coming together, it'll be a lot more easier to explain, but I hope so far this explains what to do so far. So again, let me put the camera down and continue the process, and then once I get further into details, once I start finishing up a little bit more on this, I'll explain to you guys. So give me a break right now and I'll get back to you guys.
The next morning.
Alright guys, so this is the next day. So today all I did was basically finish out the tracing on the mounts that we're going to be welding onto the chassis and actually cutting them out. So yeah, I was just explaining to them what I was doing. So basically we cut out these, I ended up cutting these out and then I ended up drilling them to 3/4 of an inch. It's gonna have a small lip, how Tommy said. So that's how it's gonna look like. So, hey, Tommy, you want to explain exactly what we're gonna do after we bolt them on? Alright, so later, man. So since Tommy doesn't want to explain, I'll explain. So basically, from here, let me grab the other one. So there's that one, there's that one. So basically, we're gonna mount a hoop from here. It's gonna go all the way across and then go here, and then the same thing is gonna go there. But right now we're thinking of well, he's thinking of either making a hoop that goes like that or a hoop going diagonal. We're not too sure exactly. We're gonna be going back to the drawing board. We don't know exactly what design we're gonna choose, but I now have to go get new heim joints because these are 3/4 and I need 3/16 to be able to slide them in all the way. And after that, I still have to buy 3/16 a sleeve. So once this goes in all the way, we just adapt spacer or something right here just to keep it in place. So we're actually gonna go with a cantilever setup and go from there. But for now, tomorrow, I'm gonna go find 3/4 of an inch bolts that are long enough. And yeah, so this is episode 2. I just want to remind you guys that I'll be collecting video footage and then save it, and then once I get enough footage, then I'll start uploading. But yeah, this is as far as we got today. We did a lot of measuring. There's the floor plan of the truck. But yeah, I'll continue this video tomorrow at Brownboat, or either Brownboat or Home Depot. Most likely Brownboat in the city of Paramount, here in California. So I'll leave you guys at that, and I'll see you guys next time. Later. Alright, so I was gonna leave you guys off right there, but today's the next day. I ended up going to Brownboat in the city of Paramount, and I went to go pick up the bolts. I didn't record only because everything was blocked off, couldn't really see anything, and on top of that, you have to drive to the back of the building, and it's just an alley entrance, you could say. So it wasn't really worth recording. So I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I got. I don't know if it'll work out in the IRS you guys are building, but I'm doing a 240 1989 240 SX S13 subframe. So maybe it'll help you guys out and with my design, but you guys could produce your own design. Alright, so here we have the mounts. These are the back mounts, these are the front mounts. Yeah, they look a little funny. Can't really say much. All I did was grab a cardboard, trace out the design of the subframe, and then I just cut them out. Again, you guys can make your own designs. You don't have to follow mine. So the bolts I ended up getting were grade 8. These are 3/4 of an inch thick. They're 5 inches long, and the thread starts about 3 inches in. So I highly recommend grade 8 or grade 10 bolts. But when I got there, I talked to the guy, and these are specified for chassis. So this is a chassis bolt. As well as these are lock nuts. So once you tighten them, the top end is slightly smaller, so when you torque them on, there's zero chance of these coming off with vibration. So highly recommend those. Let me show you guys real quick. So you guys can see there that it barely even fits. So this hole is a 3/4 hole, but it's just a little bit bigger, but still barely enough to even wiggle. But that's how it's gonna look like basically. But yeah, you guys could do your own design, your own bolts as you need, but I'm just showing you my progress on the S13 rear subframe. So if you guys need any type of bolts or nuts and you're local to SoCal, I highly recommend visiting your local bolt and nut shop, or you guys could go to Paramount where I went, which is Brown Bolt and Nuts. So highly recommended, grade 8, grade 10 bolts. And hope you guys have a nice day, and hope you guys are learning from my videos. So peace out and be safe out there, guys.